Hello everybody and welcome back to Automation, the car company tycoon game, as well as beamng.drive, of course, where we are going to be testing this Lamborghini Urus competitor, because that's what we are making today. As you can see, this is the most suitable body I was able to find. I mean, not really sure about the rear, but we'll probably figure that out. Anyways, I suppose we can just get started. Now, I already know this is going to get pretty heavy, so we're going to go for fully aluminum panel material because we want to keep it kind of sporty and light. Monocoque, obviously, because what else? AHS steel because it's a Lamborghini. Right, double wishbone seems longitudinal because of obvious reasons, and front longitudinal, probably multi-link. Want to keep it sporty because I guess that's what it's supposed to be. Plus 12 quality. I mean, we're competing with a Lamborghini here, right? When like that's okay. Anyways, we're gonna go for probably a 90-degree V8. That seems pretty good. Not sure if we're gonna turbo it. We might not. This is gonna be a big one though, so maybe 90.0 here and 90.0. Just make it completely square. That seems pretty good to me. With dual overhead cam, 4-valve aluminum. That seems pretty good. Oh, and we'll go aluminum here as well. That's definitely yes. Let's just go for, you know, a pretty good engine. Probably don't need titanium, right? If we don't need it, then why use it? Put that up a little. There we go. We'll go VVT, and then I guess we won't turbo it. I'll touch all that stuff later. It's probably not gonna rev very high. Actually, scrap that. It's gonna rev to 8400, because that's gonna be cool. Turbo, as I said, naturally aspirated, right? Or actual. Scrap that. We're gonna give it a turbocharger. So twin turbo, you know, a smart boost. We gotta get some power somehow, right? That all looks pretty good. And then I'll tune that later, of course. Gonna definitely go with injection, probably just direct injection per cylinder here, right? Because what else? Race intake manifold, definitely gonna be running it on the premium. Turn the fuel mixture down very slightly. We want it. I mean, it's like 2023 basically, but we can't increase the year anymore. We can't really get away with having terrible mileage. So suppose that is what it is, right? Probably decrease that a little. Definitely a dual exhaust. That's gonna need to be increased a little in terms of size. High flow three-way, and then straight through. It's dying right now because it's revving so incredibly high. The turbo is also completely not tuned. I'll do that later. Although there you can turn this off, right? Oh, beautiful. That's exactly how I want it. I'll do the design later as well, you know, I'll touch it up. Right now we're just selecting the basics, I suppose. All-wheel drive, because what else? Otherwise we're just going to immediately spin out, especially knowing my driving skills. Dual clutch, 8-speed, because the people who drive this probably don't know how to shift unless you have paddle shifters, but that's not really an option here. Top speed, what does it say? 367, I reckon we'll make it to 400, especially with a retuned engine. We can adjust the spacing a little, I reckon. Electric LSD. We have the best of the best. Give it a bit more power in the rear. Because, yes. Quality plus 8. I'll probably add some more quality to the engine as well. If we need it. Which we probably will. Radial, we'll give it some sports compound. And now we want some pretty big wheels. Although, to be honest, they're pretty large already. 22, yeah, that looks pretty nice, and we definitely want this to be a little wider, maybe even wider than that. I think we'll end up growing these fenders out a little. There we are. That doesn't look real good, but I mean, I suppose we can roll with it. Literally, haha, that's so funny. I almost laughed. Anyways, carbon ceramic brakes. Because I know apparently people like those. We'll probably need pretty big ones. You know, the bigger the better, right? When was that ever not a thing? There we go. Probably want a little bit of race in there. Rear force is going to have to go down. I've made enough cars to know that by now. Front force is probably going to have to go up. There we go. Like to keep it on nice, clean numbers. Let's increase the weight a little more by adding some quality there. Flow optimized under tray. I suppose so. Once I add a wing on the back here, I'm going to add active aero, something we can't do right now. Cooling airflow, 55. Trying to touch up that reliability slightly, which is still probably going to fail. Quality plus 10, because that literally reduces our drag for whatever reason, which makes us faster. So we'll hit that top speed, probably 5-seater. That's perfectly fine. Not going to go handmade because, you know, I feel like you should still be able to have a child in the back of your Urus. Realistically, that would probably even happen. Anyways, luxury HUD, right? It's in theory a 2023 vehicle, so you know you need you need a screen in the front that covers the entire dashboard as well as the entire windshield, and you need 8 TVs on the back of the headrests of the front seats, of course, so your child can watch Cocomelon whilst you drive them to their, I don't know, school or something. Anyways, electric variable, ESC and launch control, advanced 20 safety, because, I mean, yes, brain is dead. Okay, as for the suspension, I'm thinking active sport. We could also go active comfort, but I feel like, you know, it's a Lamborghini. We have to go active sport. Right, we'll go semi-adaptive, because why not choose the best of the best? And is it really that bad? Oh yeah, the engine's dying. That's why it doesn't really like it. Probably sport tune the suspension. Tune a little more eventually as well. Anyways, right now, obviously, we off-road budget. No, definitely not. Yeah, so we can't really see any of this because the engine is dead. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and design this thing, you know, touch up the engine, make it not fail, and do some other cool things to this car, and hopefully make it slightly successful. Everybody! I was going to say ladies and gentlemen, but then I realized I probably shouldn't. So, this is the Arovia 5 class right over here. Actually, first of all, I hope you enjoyed that time-lapse. Probably pretty cool. Anyways, also something cool is this vehicle. Look at it. It looks absolutely insane. It does totally not look like a Tesla. I just kind of almost realized. Not sure why I chose the Chinese plates, probably because they're blue, because it looks kind of cool, and so I guess this is a Chinese competitor, although Arovia isn't really a Chinese brand. Forget about it, this car is no lore. It just got cool wheels, which in my opinion is more than enough, and bucket seats. If that isn't a good selling point, I don't know what is. Anyways, it's got side vents as well, because those increase your speed by an average of around 5%. Got some pretty aggressive looking wheels because you can't do much else. Stole this grill basically from the Urus. I mean, I'm pretty sure it has the same style grill. Something like that. It even has a pretty cool front splitter here. Some side skirts. And some indentation in the side for extra aerodynamicity. That's okay. It's got a cool wing up top as well. As you can see, it's really just gonna make you slower because you're never gonna go fast in this. Maybe you are. I don't even know what I'm saying. So it's got a. I like this rear bit here. It looks pretty cool. Some extra downforce. Because this car is so light, it's definitely going to fly away. How much does this weigh? I'm pretty sure it's incredibly heavy. 2,000 kilograms almost. That is 4,200 pounds? Question marks? I'm not entirely sure. Anyways, as you can see, the engine is actually fixed. So let's take a look at that. Can we see what the engine produces? No? Yes? Thank you very much. We have a staggering 726 newton meters of torque and 645 horsepower. What does the Urus have? I honestly have no idea. I hope we're somewhere close to it. We definitely are if we look at the 0 to 60. On this thing here, 3.6 seconds. I mean, I highly doubt we're gonna hit that, and if we do, I'm definitely gonna be happy. 3.6 is insane. This is supposed to be an SUV, and I'm pretty sure this body is a wagon. No, it's it is an SUV. Oh, I thought that was an MPV. Okay, so it's an SUV. Obviously, I knew that all along. So let's look at some more stats here. It's cheaper than a Urus, right? I'm pretty sure a Urus is more expensive than this. Fuel economy, it's bad, but the people who buy this are rich, so it doesn't really matter that much. Also, I'm not sure what this is in miles per gallon. If you want to know, just look it up. It's not that hard. Although, for me, apparently it is. Top speed of 365 kilometers an hour. That's definitely way too fast. You're not going to do that. You'd better not. Weight distribution, it's okay. Would have liked a bit more weight in the rear, I suppose, but there's not much we can do about that. Quarter mile is 11.47 seconds. That's kind of illogical, seeing as the 0 to 60 is in 3.6 seconds. But we're going to test all that in beamng.drive, which is where we're heading to right now. Here is our incredibly beautiful Lamborghini Urus competitor, and it's shiny. I mean, when was that not a good thing? Anyways, as you can see, we're in Utah right now, because there's a highway here, and I don't know about you guys, but I heard that you can go pretty fast on those. So that's definitely what we're going to be doing. Cool. This is one of the pros of a bucket seat. Anyways, I just totally realized I forgot to show you guys the lights and automation. I was so proud of the light design. Oh my god. How did I not do that? I'll edit that in right now. Alright, so check it out. We got the lights right over here. So these are the daytime running lights. Then we also have some headlights, which basically make it brighter. As you can see, those are definitely pretty cool. And we got some blinkers as well, in which I put quite a lot of effort. I think the design is pretty nice. Then for the back, I went pretty minimalistic. As you can see, we have basically a light bar. Let's see, it's the brake light, right? But it's not a full light bar. And the fact that it is not a full light bar, I usually hate designs like that. Renault. But, you know, actually it kind of worked out here, so I suppose I should cry that much about it. Then we got the tail lights as well, which are basically the same design as the daytime running lights in the front. So that's pretty cool. You saw the blinkers before as well. And then we got reverse lights too, which are basically just nestled inside right there. Anyways, those were the lights. Anyways, now continuing, let's drive this thing. Okay, it's pretty fast. ESC kicks in when we're driving in a straight line, so that definitely says something about how well this vehicle was designed and how small the chance is that you're going to crash, especially if you're an experienced driver like me. Okay, it is definitely pretty fast. I will say traction's pretty on point. It feels definitely pretty stable driving it like this. Let's see if it can actually make a turn like this. Oh my god, this thing is crazy. Oh. Okay, let's not off-road in this. The suspension is tuned a little too hard. Brakes, I mean, they could definitely be better, but I mean, that's always the case, right? Let's turn off the ESC. Let's do some drifting. Well, not like I can drift, but there we go. That's more like it. I feel like these wheels are incredibly wide. I'm not sure how wide I made them again, but I feel like it's pretty wide. Anyways, this thing drives incredibly well. Like, surprisingly, it's actually really nice to drive. Like actually, it's pretty cool. Hell yeah. Oh, and that looks like a little bit of a crash. I guess that means it's time to test this thing. 11 point something, yeah, something seconds, right? Best bet I'm going to beat that. I've actually managed to turn off the ESC in time. I think that like never happens. Anyways, let's see, sub 10, please. I mean, that's too bad, but still, we beat the 11 seconds. I'm gonna try one more time, and see if we can get... There we go. Come on, do this. I mean, honestly, I don't do much. I just floor it, and that's basically it. Try to keep the steering wheel straight. I mean, we're probably not gonna get under it, so let's just head into free roam right here and not crash. Oh, don't use this thing as an SUV. My steering wheel does not like it when this thing goes off-road. I mean, it looks pretty cool, but the suspension, it's tuned just fine for the road, but definitely not if you're driving on even the tiniest bit of dirt. Look at that, I got the performance timers right here. So, let's slam on the gas, go up in gear. Why did it not get that? Yes? Oh, I got it that time. Alright. And what is it? 2.66 seconds. Oh my god, that is crazy. Let's see if we can get anything better. Bam. And what do we get this time? 2.67. No, I want an improvement, please. Although this is probably already more than I should have asked for in the first place. Because that is absolutely crazy. 2.66. I guess then it's been determined that 2.66 is the correct amount. Look at how much traction we have. Oh! I hope the past 30 seconds have given you some insightful knowledge about my driving skills. Anyways, we are going to start. Oh my god, this thing is absolutely spewing smoke. What the hell? Okay. I did totally not expect that to happen. Anyways, let's start, please. Thank you very much. There we are. 3, 2, 1, and go. We are on the automation test track. I test all of my cars here because it's a pretty nice track, and basically that. Now, honestly, I believe in this car, man. I think this car can get a pretty good time. You know, if I obviously had better driving skills, we'd get a better time than whatever we're gonna get. But, you know, to be fair, my driving skills are the same no matter what car I drive. So I guess, you know, they're all handicapped in the same way every single time on here. Anyways, we'll get to see where this ranks just about. I actually did that turn pretty well. Wow, I'm happy with that. As I said, I think we're gonna get a pretty good time here. And honestly, I am astonished at how good this thing drives. You can actually download this car through my Discord server, where you can download any car I've ever built. Just join it and you can download that stuff, so that's pretty cool. I'm braking too late, aren't I? Yes, I am. Alright, we seem to be back on track over here. Let's try not braking too late this time, but also not way too early, because that's definitely something I have not done before. Anyways, continuing over here to the chicane, where I always either brake too early or completely smash into the end. Yeah, as you can see, broke a bit too early there. but honestly, I expected these brakes to be a little better. Although I guess thinking about the fact that this is kind of an SUV, I understand it. Don't thank you very much. Should probably focus less on talking and more on driving, but you know how it is. Anyways, approaching the end over here. Not looking like a sub 2 minute time, although those are incredibly rare. I don't think I've actually made a car in automation and not modded it externally that's gotten a sub 2 minute time before. So this is definitely a pretty insane time. Sub 2 minute 10. That is really good. Let's see what kind of stuff this car competes to. So it is currently 6th. Let's see what it was in front of the Veloci NXT5AE. No, I'm not even gonna lie, I've got no idea what that is. And this is the this is just the base one, the SBR4 ESBR 800. But this was a modded one that it had unlimited traction. So that's a really unrealistic time to be able to get. So are all these. So I guess that was a pretty good car then. Cool. And that is the Conquest EV2 LX. And that is also a really unrealistic car because it's basically a 10,000 horsepower EV. So that's, that's pretty cool, right? I mean, it somehow beat that, I guess, because this was actually a pretty terrible car. The drag time was insane, but anyways, overall, pretty good time. Definitely happy with this build. Let me know down in the comments what you would like to see next. And for right now, I suppose, thank you ever so much for watching. And I hope to see you again in the next one. Bye-bye.